Hello everybody, this is your boy the Almighty Green Time, bringing you a video, and the video pertains to the Eagles win today. Eagles win 31-0 by shutting out the Raiders in Philadelphia. But before I begin, don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe to the video. Please smash those likes and let me know what you think about the content that I'm bringing to you this early in the morning, which is practically 12:10 midnight. The video will be posted when I'm done, and I hope you guys can see between now and the early morning. Let me know what you think about the video. Alright, let's jump into it. Like I stated in the video, the Eagles won 31-0. A lot of people called it a get right game, but I don't think so. And this win is not a victory because the Reds are not a winning team. If they had beaten the Chargers, then I wouldn't say much about this game at all. But but the Chargers game, if they're gonna linger with this Eagles team between now and the playoff season, because when the Eagles try to make the playoff seeding, right now they are number 3 currently, and I think Chicago won. I think Chicago won. I think the Raiders lost. I'm sorry. I think the Rams lost, I believe, today, and I think Chicago won today. So, like I said, I'm not exactly sure what the seeding of Chicago and the seeding of the Rams, but the Eagles right now are number 3. And we see what happens there. The Eagles do hold the tiebreaker over the Rams, but the Bears hold the tiebreaker over the Eagles. And so does the Chargers don't count. Chargers AFC, but the Bears hold when it holds the tiebreaker against us. But here we go. Hurts he threw for less than 30 yards, 30 attempts. I put it that way. He had 12 of 15 for 175 yards, an 11.7 average, 3 touchdown passes, no picks. And his rating was 154.9. And Tanner McKee was 3 for 33 yards, 11.0 was the average. And his rating was 112.5. He didn't throw a touchdown pass, but I think if he threw one touchdown pass, it probably would have boosted rating a little more than 112. And here's the rushing. Saquon Barkley had 22 carries for 78 yards, 3.5 was the average, 17 was the long, 1 score. Bisbee with 17 of 57 yards, 3.4 average, 13 with the long, no score. They finally playing Bisbee. It sure took him a minute to do that. Hurts was 7 for 39 yards, of 5.6 was the average, 13 with the long, no score. His average was more than Saquon Barkley. And McKee was 1 for 9 yards, 9.0, now with the long, no score. Receiving. Now the receiving was divided between Goddard, Smith, and Brown. So they go ahead and give you the stats on that. Goddard was 6 for 70 yards, 11.7 with the score, 32 with the long, 2 touchdowns. He had a pretty good game today, apparently. Devontae Smith was 3 for 50 yards, 25.0 average, 744 with the long, no score. And A.J. Brown was 2 for 41 yards. 20.5 was the average. 27 was the long, 1 touchdown. Cooper was 2 for 29 yards. That's the other receiver who finally came off injury reserve. 29 yards, 14.5 was the long, with the average. 16 was the long, no score. And Barker was 2 for 14, 7.0 was the average. 8 with the long, no score. And Greg Terry with 1 for 4, 4.04 long, no score. Alright, here we go. Now here is the defensive side of football right here. Let's see what happens here, because I don't think many sacks wasn't even given in this game. So here we go. The Kobe Dean. Okay, here we go. We go on tackle for loss, assists, sacks, interceptions, and forced fumble. Alright, here we go. The Kobe Dean was 5'3", 0-0-0. Cooper DeJean was 4'0", 0-0-0-0. Brandon Graham was 2-0, 2 sacks, 0-0. And Jackson, Dory Jackson was 2-1, 0-0-0, and Hunt was 1-0, 0-0-0. Kelly Ringo was 1-0, 0-0-0. Mike Epps was 1-0, 0-0-0. And Smith was 1-1-1, 0-0-0. Which is pretty good for him. Blankenship was 1-2, 0-0-0. And Moro Jomo was 1-1-1, 0-0-0. Quentin Mitchell was 1-0, 0-0-0. Robinson 1-0, 0-0-0. Jeremiah Trotter Jr. was 0-1, 0-0-0. Davis was 0-4, 0-0-0. Young was 0-3, 0-0-0. And Zach Bond was 0-4, 0. That one sack, one interception, and 0. All right, here we go. Now the sack total between them, like Brandon Graham led the team with sacks. He had 2 sacks. Smith had 3 sacks. Mojo had 4 sacks, and that was it. And on the one interception by Zach Bond in that game alone, and that's your defensive statistics there. Now if we're going to the kick returns, Will Shipp with 31 yards, 31.0 with the average, 31 long, no score. Punt return with Brendan Covey, who with 3 returns for 22 yards, 7.3 with the average, 11 with the long, no score. Kicking belongs to Jake A with 1 for 1, 27.0 with the average, long with 27, no blocks, and he was 4 for 4 on extra points. And Brian Mann with 1 for 43 yards, 43.0 with the average. The long was 43, no touchbacks, and no balls inside the 20. So overall, this team had done pretty well. Looked like all 3 phases of the game. Defense, wide receiver, the offense, defense, special team. It's not bad. And that is pretty much it on that part. I hope you guys see, because now this win put the Eagles to 9-5. We're still a long way from being where we are. Like I said, they call this a get right game. I don't think so, because this game should not have been mean as much as the Chargers game. Because like I said, the Chargers game is what that game is going to haunt us between now and the playoffs. Because those 5 turnovers and no emotion in that game gets my blood boiling, and it makes me wonder what was on the team's mind. Because like I said, this Raiders game it's not important. It's a win we had to take to maintain some order in the NFC East and in the NFC as a whole. But the loss, the Chargers game is going to haunt me, because I didn't watch the game, and I didn't watch it. And this game I didn't watch either, because like I said, I'm not exactly sure how the team would play. Because one thing about it, I'm sick and tired of the same stalemate offense. No, I'm not exactly sure how this offense works. I'm going to look at the R22, and hopefully, if I don't forget, I'll try to make another video on that, on the R22, and give you more statistics on that part, for as how everything actually happened. Defense, offense, special teams, and coaching. So that's where I stand overall at this game. Like I said, it's not a thrilling win to me. It ain't nothing that I can smile at, because this game should have been won, but not as much of a cost as the Chargers game. The Chargers game, I keep saying it 1,000 times and many times over, the Chargers game is going to haunt us until you make the playoffs and make some noise there, our seeding, and among other things between now and the last game of the year. Our next game now is against the Washington Commanders. And that game is going to be in Washington. So that's the game we got to look at. This game was in Philadelphia. So this game against the Washington Redskins and Washington Commanders are going to be a tough game because it's a division game. Washington pretty good, and they're still pretty good defensively and pretty good offensively without the addition of their quarterback. So they still gonna pose a problem. And they got better cornerback play. They got better front four than most teams have. So the Washington game is gonna be a problem. It really is. And nothing more I can say on this. This game should not have been won. This game shouldn't have mattered. But it mattered because, like I said, it mattered because of the seeding and where Eagles going to go moving forward. That's what it matters on. But the Charger game mattered more than this game. That's what I'm saying. The Charger game mattered more than this game. So anyway, this is your boy, Mike. You guys enjoy your Monday morning, and I am out of here. Peace.